Hi everyone, welcome to another episode or live stream or whatever you want to call it from Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel, the channel that's devoted 100% to the life and career of Elvis Presley. Hopefully everybody can hear and see me fine. It says I have an excellent connection at the moment. I better not jinx it, had I? Let's see who's here so far. Be Happy. Hi, Be Happy. Marie's the name. She's put bathroom, but as you can probably see now, anybody that said or guessed dining room, they're correct. But unfortunately, as you can see behind me, this side and the other side, they have put a rope up, so I can't go any further than where I am. There you go. How is everybody today? If you remember, I was speaking to you on Sunday, and I was saying that I got sunburnt and it was lovely and sunny. Well, unfortunately, the weather in Ireland has taken a turn for the worse, and it's it's not great, and it's going to get even worse tomorrow. And for the next 5 or 6 days, it's going to be rainy, I believe. There's Danny B-side. Rob Jones. Hi, Sir Steve. Thanks for the coffee, Rob. Very, very, very nice of you. Mark Adams. Hi from Australia. Hi, Mark. DMC, watching the snooker, but dropped to say hello. Oh, hi, DMC. DMC, I believe you're in Ireland. I saw somebody on here in the comments on Sunday from Clogherhead, County Louth. Now, that's just up the road from me. That is literally just up the road from me. I can be in Clogherhead in a few minutes. So, but I can't remember their name. But if they want to pop in and say hi again, or if they want to pop in on Sunday and say hi, Chris says same as our weather. Yeah, I think Ireland and England is going to be quite bad for a while. Hi, Vincenzo. I saw Michelle on here as well, Elvis Lass. We'll do a roll call. There's Alfred. Hi, Alfred. Alfred, I'm going to use one of your stories that you sent me on Sunday, I think. Sunny here in Mansfield. We'll send some across, Rob, please. What's for dinner today behind you? I don't know. I can't see, actually. I'm not too sure what it is. Few bits and pieces to do today. I'm going to announce the Fan of the Month winner for April. I'm going to tell you what my favorite songs were from That's the Way It Is, Elvis on Tour, Madison Square Garden, and Aloha from Hawaii. That kind of rounds out what I did for the last couple of Wednesdays, which was what was my favorite song from each movie, or what I thought was the strongest song from each movie. Somebody says hello to David Juan. I probably missed him saying hello, but hi Juan. How you doing? Elvis Presley. Ciao, Italia fans. Elvis is the king. Correct. Newcastle upon Tyne. I will actually just remind everybody that if they can click on the subscribe button, click the bell, and click all, not personalized. A couple of people actually said to me during the week that they realized that they'd clicked personalized instead of all, and they're now getting the notifications, because there has been cases where people haven't been getting notifications of my new videos and these live streams. Speaking of which, I have a brand new video uploaded to go live in about an hour's time. So whatever it is now, it's 25 to the hour. In about 55 minutes from now, a new video will go up, and it's an interview. I haven't done an interview for a couple of weeks, so this is quite exciting. And also, there was so much information in the interview that I've split it into two episodes. So this is part 1 tonight, and then next Wednesday there will be part 2. I think I had to do that a couple of weeks ago as well. Sometimes the interview just goes on longer than I anticipate, and I split it into 2. So 2 for the price of 1. I'll remind you before the end of this video about the video again. You probably want to know what the theme is for Sunday's Fan of the Month quiz, and it is May the 2nd. It's the first of 5, and it's Complete the Lyrics 1970s. So we're going to do another Complete the Lyrics. I don't know what the following week is, the second week in May, but anyway, that's just to let you. I won't fill you with too much information. So Complete the Lyrics 1970s. So the best thing to do is listen to as much 70s Elvis as you can between now and Sunday. And that's really hard, folks. That is really, really hard, isn't it? Fancy having to listen to Elvis, 70s Elvis, for the next few days. Torture. Absolute torture. Richard says, great, 2 parts is fine. Yeah, I mean, I could have sort of just posted it all in one go, and it would have been about an hour and 20 minutes. But I thought, well, hang on a second. No, let's split this into 2 and then give people a chance to take a breath before the second episode. Some people were telling me there that they listen to my podcasts and they listen to my YouTube videos while they're kind of cleaning the dishes. Somebody else said while they were cooking. Somebody else said while they were preparing preparing lunch and things like that. But it is handy. So don't forget, there is also an option for listening to my interviews on a podcast, and they're available wherever you can get podcasts. So Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or just Google Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel podcast, and then it'll come up. So I can put that away because I don't need that until Sunday. So Complete the Lyrics. Complete the Lyrics. I know the lyrics, but my mind goes blank when the pressure's on. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Dawn, hi. How are you doing? Don't forget, you can also get me on Twitter, Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel on Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And simply because the more people that see these videos and see my videos and know about this channel, the more we keep Elvis's name and legacy alive. And that's what it's all about. All the, there's more than one channel, Elvis channel on YouTube. But, they all do great jobs. Well, most of them do. I mean, the ones that say Elvis is alive and all this and all that, I can't be done with those. But people like Michelle, Elvis Lass, she does a great job doing the reaction videos. So I think the best thing to do is to do the favorite song or sequence from That's the Way It Is, Elvis on Tour, Madison Square Garden, and Aloha from Hawaii. I've just got to say give a shout out to Mel, who is Danny B-Side's friend, Danny's friend. So hi Mel. She does watch, but she says she doesn't comment. I think she might be a little bit shy, but don't be shy. We're all friends here. This is an Elvis family. That's what it is. We're not just fans. We're a family as well. And it's your channel, not my channel. I always say that as well. So who can think of what I have chosen as my favorite sequence of That's the Way It Is? What a fabulous movie that was. Didn't he look absolutely great in that? Let's see. Some people are going to throw a few ideas my way. Hi, Andrew. Don't forget, folks, if you want to highlight something for me to particularly pay attention to, there's a little $ next to where you type your comments. You can click on that and you can send me a super chat and I will definitely address that. Did you ever happen to see that guy on YouTube, Steve, that says he's Elvis's son? No. And I'm glad I haven't. Okay, so some people are saying just pretend. Some people are saying poke salad Annie. 2 poke salad Annies. 3 poke salad Annies. Okay. G.I. Blues, good film. Just Can't Help Believing. Bridge is my favorite song from That's the Way It Is. Juan, hi Juan. The Rehearsals. You're close, Richard, saying The Rehearsals. Patch it up. Steve, you've lost that loving feeling. No, nobody's actually said it yet. There's a great video on YouTube. and it's called Elvis Eating. And obviously the MGM cameras just kept rolling one day when they were in the MGM doing the rehearsals in July. And my God, Elvis Presley looks cool even when he's eating a bag of chips, or crisps as we call them over here. Yeah, look that up, Elvis Eating. And he's eating a burger as well, I think, or a sandwich or something like that. How the Web Was Woven? No. Suspicious Minds? That's all right, Mama. Rehearsing? LS, hi LS. You're getting close. Anybody that's mentioned rehearsal or rehearsing is getting close. Yeah, Bernadette says she loves so many of the songs, so she doesn't know where to start. He's right. Vincenzo says he's seen the video of Elvis eating. Most of us would look like I don't know, a bull or a heifer or something chewing the cud in a field, but he looks absolutely brilliant eating. Mary in the morning. Okay, he's eating a burger and a bag of crisps. Yes, that's right, Jacqueline. But Americans call them chips. So yeah, he was eating a bag of chips, a bag of crisps is right. And yeah, cool. He looks cool even doing that. Unbelievable. Burning Love. 20 Days. Elvis Last? No. Okay. I'm going to tell you. You know the sequence in the rehearsals in Little Sister Get Back, July 29th, 1970. And you know when he gets a shock from the mic? It's really funny. Really, really funny. Shocked the hell out of me, he says. And Charlie's behind him laughing. Yeah, Juan's just said it. Now, I'm not sure, Juan, whether you... electric shock on Little Sister. I'm not sure whether you typed that before or after I said it, but Juan's right, yeah. I agree, Dave. He looks good doing anything, doesn't he? But just don't know. He was the coolest person, human being that ever walked the earth, like. Yeah. So there you go. That is my favorite part of That's the Way It Is. Little Sister Get Back, July 29th, 1970. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I think Leon's Elvis channel is got a good copy of it. Elvis on tour. What is my favorite song from Elvis on tour? Elvis on tour needs a completely new overhaul. It needs the audio needs redigitizing. The cameras and more of the unseen footage needs remastering and so forth. Release It All. Yeah, love him yodeling in rehearsals. That's when that's later, isn't it? That's when they're in the hotel. Yeah. He's drinking from that yellow cup, isn't he? Again, absolutely gorgeous with that flowery shirt on. Funny how time slips away. No Elvis Lass. Gave me a mountain. How great thou art. Always on my mind. I must admit, I love the sequence where he's recording. It's like a fake, kind of a fake staged recording session for the cameras, but it's great. The Always on My Mind, the full version of it is great. Release it all. I agree, Elvis Lass. Release it all. Give me the job of sitting down with all the tapes and all the movies. Give me a couple of months and I'll do it. I know as an Elvis fan, I know exactly what we need and the job we would do. And as much as I think the old fella explaining to the camera where Elvis is going to come in and what he's going to do and all this, as touching as it is how much he admires Elvis Presley, that sequence would have to go. I would just have to cut that out. I'm sorry. It drags the whole movie down. It slows it all down. We want Elvis, 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 Elvis. We don't want the popcorn machines. We don't want people filing in. Or if we do want to see people filing in, we don't want to see more than a couple of seconds of it. We don't need to see 5 minutes of people filing through a door. So, do you agree with me? Am I right in saying that? We just want... If we turn on an Elvis movie, if we sit down to watch Aloha, Elvis on tour, that's the way it is. The 68 comeback special, whatever. We want to see Elvis. We don't want to see popcorn machines. We don't want to see people selling hats. I know that probably sounds a bit unkind, and I'm probably ranting a little bit here. I don't often go on a rant. You know me, I'm normally fairly kind of sedate. Right, now I don't think while I was ranting there, I don't think I saw anybody type this out. My favorite part of Elvis on tour. Remaster Elvis on tour. Yeah, Rob, you're right. Just do a slimmed down version for the theaters. Give us like, even if it takes 10 DVDs and 5 CDs or something like that. Just do it. Just do it, and worry about all the red tape and the who owns this and who owns that. Just do it for 2022, and then do a slimmed down version for the cinemas, which will be open again. I'm pretty sure they'll be open again in 2022. So for anybody that just wants to go and see Elvis on tour remastered and a little bit of extra put in, DMC, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Correct. Elvis on tour, Bridge Over Troubled Water. His voice is just absolutely supernatural on that, especially as he builds up and builds up and builds up and then goes over troubled water. Absolutely brilliant. And he looks over at the group as well and just kind of shakes his head near the end, as much as to say, man, I can't believe I hit that note. So there you go. My favorite part of Elvis on tour, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah, bridge is the ultimate. Correct. I've actually dropped in Madison Square Garden next. I know it's not a film, it's not a documentary, but it was a landmark part of Elvis's career. So let's go and start talking about Madison Square Garden. What's my favorite song from the concerts in Madison Square Garden? The owl suit. Yeah, that's funny when he's singing. Funny how time slips away, and he says, "For you at the back there, who can't see, this is an owl," and he points to the belt, and the girls crack up, the sweets crack up. Right, Vincenzo says, "Never been to Spain." You've lost that loving feeling from the evening is my fave. The blues in his voice. Rob says, "Never been to Spain." For the Good Times. LS, I nearly chose For the Good Times. In fact, I've got a note here. A close second was For the Good Times. So there you go, LS. Impossible Dream. Yeah, and the show wasn't filmed. Yeah, well, it wasn't filmed professionally. The best we have is A Prince from Another Planet. And even that is incomplete. When either the reel ran out and they had to put another reel in, or they had to wind up because a lot of 8mm cameras were clockwork by then, so they'd run for a couple of minutes and then you'd have to wind them back up again and start. Okay, Arkansas Dave, never been to Spain. There's another one for Polk Salad Annie, but 1972 this time, yeah. Right. So if For the Good Times came second, the first Danny B-side, Do You Know, I Know Why Steve, it wasn't recorded. Yeah, we know, yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry, I got distracted there. The very close second was For the Good Times. Basically, anybody that said, never been to Spain. Okay? That's what I liked. And the reason why I liked it is because Elvis is... I actually picked that as a song of the week a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? And I remember saying then, it kind of starts off sort of, "Nay, I've never been to Spain." He's almost like whispering it to you. "Hey, come over here. I've never been to Spain." And then it builds and it builds and it builds until he's at full register. And he's just giving it his all. So There you go. And unfortunately, another bad album front shot, whatever you want to call it, cover, simply because that photograph that's on the front of the Madison Square Garden is from Jacksonville. It's not even from Madison Square Garden. And I've never really liked it, to be honest. I've never really liked that photograph. I think the lighting on his face is poor. Was any part of Elvis on Tour filmed at Madison Square Garden? Well, the thing that was professionally filmed was the press conference. The part where he says, it's very hard to live up to an image and all that. We're very familiar with that. Yeah. Don't get me started on why Madison Square Garden wasn't filmed. Now, here we go. Aloha from Hawaii. Anybody care to guess or you can give me your favorite from Aloha from Hawaii? Again, he looked absolutely fantastic in this concert. He didn't look as good in the rehearsal. And one of the reasons was because he desperately needed a haircut. And when Elvis saw the playback of the rehearsal show, Andrew Heiler, RCA had equipment and it failed. It was in New York, the equipment failed. Why didn't they ship new stuff in for the next night? So I think that's a very poor excuse if they used that as the equipment failed. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Elvis watched the playback of the rehearsal and said, "Man, I need a haircut," and he got Patty Perry in to give him a restyle and a cut, and he looked an awful lot better, awful lot better. Right, What Now My Love? I'll Remember You. Elvis trying to tie on, looks good and handsome. Yeah. What Now My Love? I'm going to tell you that what came second, my second choice, was Trilogy. It came a close second. And the American Trilogy on the satellite show was one of the best versions of American Trilogy he ever did, in my opinion. He was really getting into it. He's shouting encouragement to the band and everything. So, yeah. But that came second. I'll Remember You and What Now My Love. So that's Juan is picking two. Alrighty. Yeah, well, Juan, you're right. I've picked I'll Remember You as my standout favourite. As I say, American Trilogy came quite close second. That bit where he stops in the bridge and then starts singing again, and he looks over at the band and shakes his head and smiles. That's the key moment for me in the Aloha from Hawaii. Look out for that when he looks across at the band in the bridge. I loved Elvis in the white peacock suit and Burning Love. Well, it wasn't a peacock. It was American Eagle. Excuse me. But there was a white peacock suit. I agree with you. Mark says 0 points. So there you go. That actually rounds off now my favourite songs from all the movies and all the documentaries. I should probably do something like a favourite co-star. No, I've done favourite co-star. I could do another favourite 10 co-stars. Check that video out, by the way, if you haven't seen it. You might be surprised at my number one choice. I could probably do favourite jumpsuits. I could easily get 10 jumpsuits and probably do them chronologically. Do my favourite in 1979. Yeah, a favourite from every year. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? That would give me nearly 9 years, wouldn't it? Yeah. Or 8 years. 8 or 9 years. Yeah. I'm also going to tell you that you remember on Sunday when I said that somebody had sent me an email asking about, it was in reference to my video interviews, whatever you want to call it, live stream with Lee Wood the preacher Lee Wood, and the person asked, with Elvis's religion and his Christianity and so forth, would he have felt, guilty about his affairs and the way that his marriage failed and so forth. And on the back of that, Lee has actually sent me his reply of what he thinks Elvis felt about how it all turned out. And I'm gonna go over that in the next few days, and I might share that with you on Sunday. The next thing I want to do is I want to remind anybody that's watching this that hasn't already done it, subscribe, click the bell, and click all, just in case you're not getting the notifications. Okay, Steve, you will look good in an Elvis suite. yeah. I wonder where I'll be on Sunday. I've been. I started off in the living room, or just outside the living room. I've been in the kitchen. I've been in the jungle room. I can't remember where I was last time. Where was I? Oh yeah, just outside Gladys and Vernon's bedroom. And now I'm just outside the dining room. The ropes, unfortunately, not much I can do about the ropes. Today is Anne Margaret's birthday. I don't believe it, Vincenzo. Is that right? I'm not really up on actresses' birthdays or Elvis's co-stars' birthdays. I've got somebody who knows Anne. And they have promised to try and get the person that knows Anne to come on the show. They're going to ask her, will she come on the show? So I'm getting closer, folks. It still doesn't mean she will come on the show. But what it means is at least I will get a categoric yes or no. I would imagine anyway I'll get a categoric yes or no. Sometimes it's worse not knowing either way. When you don't get an answer, you think, did they know? Did they know I was asking? Did they know I wanted them to come on? So, yeah. There you go. These things actually turn quite slowly, and it sometimes takes a while. She looks good for 80 years old. My goodness, is she really 80? Wow. That's one thing I find. I was talking to somebody during the week, and I was saying about how nearly all the people now connected with Elvis are in their 70s, or even some of them are in their early 80s. So, I mean, Jerry Schilling must be late 70s. I know Priscilla, late 70s. It's just, time is moving on, folks. Time is moving on. Don't forget to join me live every Sunday for Elvis Fan of the Month quiz, Elvis Song of the Week, 7:30 UK, 11:30 a.m. West US, 1:30 Graceland time. Okay, I'm not going to say Central Time. I'm going to say Graceland time, and finally 2:30 East US. So and that's the same times for Wednesday as well. So I'd love it if you could join me for both. I'm getting near. I was talking to somebody else today as well about what I'm going to be doing, hopefully in the next few months. Maybe 7 or 8 weeks from now, is live call-ins. So if anybody wants to call in and discuss Elvis, talk about their fandom, they can do that live on this show. I don't know whether I'm going to be doing them on Wednesdays, Sundays, just on a Wednesday or just on a Sunday. I might leave Sundays for the quiz, and I might do the phone-ins on a Wednesday, but we'll see. I'm as far along now as looking for hardware and software that I can use so I can patch the calls through. So that's how we're getting along. Is everybody in suspense about the Fan of the Month winner? A lot of people have taken part, and if you take part and you get just one answer correct between January and August, you stand a chance of being Elvis Fan of the Year. Okay? Because what I'm going to do is anybody who takes part in the Fan of the Month quiz and gets one question right is going in the hat to be pulled out. And it's a great prize as well. It's a voucher that you can use in Graceland or online at Graceland, and a CD box set. BP Monkman. I absolutely love Aloha from Hawaii. BP Monkman, you left a very kind comment on my channel as well during the week. And thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you that the winner of the $25 Graceland voucher, in third place with 2 correct answers, Vincenzo and Curtis Howells. In second place with 3 questions right during the month was Roseanne Dalby and Elvis Lass. Michelle. Well done, Michelle. So that leaves with a whopping 9 correct answers. 9 correct answers is Danny Hingley. Congratulations, Danny. I'm sure everybody else will share in the congratulations as well. Danny, I'm going to need your email address so that I can send you that voucher. Arkansas Dave says, drum roll. BP Monkman, you're very welcome. It was very, very nice comment. Very, very nice comment. Oh no, Chris, got a nosebleed. Those are horrible. I used to have those when I was younger. Yeah, Arkansas Dave, Danny B. Yeah, congratulations, Danny. Yeah, well, don't forget, like I say, Roseanne Dalby, Elvis Lass, they came second with 3. Vincenzo, Curtis Howells. Let's give somebody else an honourable mention as well. JC22, she got she was there with a correct answer. Sarah N11, Donnie Stevens. I see Elvis Lass again. Yep. So, you know, and thanks everybody for taking part as well, because it really does make a difference. It's a bit of fun. And as I say, you only need to get 1 question right between now and August to be in with being Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel Elvis Fan of the Year. Okay. I see a lot of congratulations coming in there, Danny. Well done, Danny Boy. Yeah, that's an old Irish song, isn't it, Danny Boy? Congratulations, Danny. I think it was there was 1 week there when he had a really, really good week. I think it was 5 or 6 in a row, and that's how he got his nickname, Danny B-side, is because it was I gave you the A side, asked you what the B side was, and bang, boom, as people say, boom. So yeah, he had a really, really good week in the middle of the month, I think it was, and he never really. Nobody ever really caught up with him after that. I thought there was a few, you know, there was a few weeks there when I thought Roseanne Dalby or even Elvis Lass was going to close the gap, but he won by 6 clear answers in the end. You have the quickest fingers ever, Danny. Clever lad. Well, yeah, it's quickest fingers, or fastest finger first. It's also knowing the answer. And to a certain extent as well, it's just the way that the computer spits it out. Danny B is as good as Man U. Yeah, we don't call him Man U. We call him Manchester United. There's a reason why we don't call them Man U, but I won't go into it now. It takes too much time. It takes too much typing, Steve. Complete the lyrics. Okay. Yeah. Well. It'll only be for 1 week. After that, I've got something completely different. You know, I mean, no matter what the answer is, you're going to have to type anyway. I try and keep them quite low as well. I mean, I wouldn't want you typing out. I wouldn't want you typing out like 20 or 30 words. I mean, the first one is 7 words. Shouldn't take you too long to type 7. 12. All right, that's quite a long one. 8, 6, 9. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's only a bit of fun anyway. Congrats, Danny. Your TCB on the quiz is correct. Yeah, it is TCB. So what time have we got? We've got 4 minutes past the hour. I'm going to say that I want you to check out my new video that's coming at hour. She is a lady who met Elvis. The first time she met Elvis was at a concert in Texas in 1955, and she became lifelong friends with Elvis. So in other words, from 1955 to 1977, she did well. She ran a fan club, but she also started working for a movie studio, and that's how Elvis's and her paths crossed again. I won't say too much because it'll spoil it. But there is a lot of information in there, and in fact, there was so much information, as I was saying at the top of this video, that I've actually had to break it down into 2 parts. So you've got a treat. You've got part 1 tonight, and then you've got part 2 next Wednesday. Can you sing some Elvis songs for us? Definitely not. I think if I started singing Elvis songs, it'd be blocked. And I don't mean because I've got a really bad voice. That's one of the things. But I think copyright. Kay Wheeler. Yeah. Don't know. I don't think Kay does interviews anymore. Not too sure. But it's not Kay Wheeler. By the way, Lou, I'll be in touch about that. Kay Wheeler, is that who it is, Steve? No, it's not Kay Wheeler. No. This lady isn't that well known in the Elvis world. She was more in the background, and the second part will tell you why she was more in the background and so forth. But it is interesting. It is interesting. I found it very, very interesting. She told me some things. She told me some stories that I hadn't heard before, simply because she's not that well known as an Elvis friend. But as I say, she was friends with him from 1955 to 1977. I wonder if Elvis would have known the answers, Michael Perks. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, some people actually say sometimes that Elvis fans like us know more about Elvis than he knew about himself. Well, not personally, obviously, but career-wise. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't know some of the songs. He wouldn't remember some of the songs that he'd sung in his movies simply because he was, some of them he didn't like enough. He just wanted to sing them, get them out the way, and then forget them. Is it true Elvis came third in Elvis impersonator competition? I don't know. In a bar one night in 1970? No, I don't think so. I don't think Elvis would have gone into a bar in the 1970s. Unless... I know he went when he was in the Bahamas. They went on holiday, and he went into a bar or a restaurant or something. And did he buy all the drinks or something for some show band, Irish show band? Somebody might be able to fill me in on the details of that. Thanks, Danny. He says he loves my interviews. I'll try and keep them coming. I've left a message with Kurt Russell's agent, and I will keep trying. And as I said, I think on Sunday, somebody has kindly rang and left an answering machine message on a Netdays answering machine with my telephone number, but I've heard nothing. And I would imagine if she was going to ring, she'd probably ring in the first day or two. And it was like 3 or 4 days ago. So I think Annette Day might be not happening. So I don't want to crash my video, which is coming up in about 20 minutes. It's been fun. It really has been fun. I look forward to seeing you again and talking with you again on Sunday. And don't forget, it's Complete the Lyrics 70s. And I think, I always say it. People are very, very kind. If you do want to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee using the link in which is pinned at the top of the comments, or there's also a link below in the description box, because I like coffee and it just helps support the channel. I know I'm drinking water at the moment, but buy me a coffee if you want to show your appreciation. I have Elvis radio on my phone, and I have Elvis everywhere. I can get it on my Google Assistants in the house. I get it on my assistant in the car. It's just Elvis, Elvis, Elvis. So there you go. Thanks very much. Bye, Earl. Bye, everybody. Thank you very, very much, Elvis family. I appreciate you being with me on these Wednesdays and Sundays. And I really do hope that you like my video coming up in about half an hour. Cheers and take care, everyone.